Hi, Wheel of Time fans. Welcome to Tori Talks with Dr. S. I'm Tori. This is Dr. S. And we have a special guest today. This is my brother, her husband, Mr. Dr. S. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We are going to be doing another quiz. This is our pop quiz part 2. So we have no idea what Mr. Dr. S. Jason, your name is Jason.
Yeah.
We have no idea what Jason's going to ask us. It is, right?
Correct. You got the first answer.
Man, I didn't have time to hit my buzzer.
Okay, so we don't know what's coming, so we're going to just let you take it away, Jason.
All right. So we did one of these just before the season started. It was just inspired by one of those cast answering questions kind of videos I saw. I thought I'd ask them some questions. And so this is based on that loosely. But that being said, I realized I wrote down a bunch of little miscellaneous questions I wanted to ask them, and I realized none of them were really a quiz question. Like the first one, they had to identify quotes. This one was all just their opinion. So at the last moment, I threw in a quiz question, so it could be at least one thing that they can get right or wrong.
Oh.
All right, so.
Fine, okay, I'm nervous.
All right, so we'll start with that, and then we'll get to the opinions.
Kind of
All
I
nervous.
didn't know that. Okay.
All right, which one of these is the name of a city?
Oh.
Tanchico, Saldia, Altara, or Shinar? Just
Don't.
you're not really supposed to
Oh my
know the answer.
gosh.
It's quite okay if you don't, but still we throw in a little trivia question first.
Why are you looking at my board?
Dang
I'm not
it.
looking at your
You were
board.
leaning over.
I was respecting your board. I was just making sure you're ready. Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
Go, turn around. Saldia, Tanchico. Tanchico is correct.
Oh my
It
gosh. It's the city.
This is kind of
yeah.
unfair advantage because we just at home, this is kind of embarrassing to admit, we just talked about Saldia, so I eliminated that one. I knew that was a country.
Oh, you were asking a question.
Yeah,
about
we
it.
were talking, our son and I, we were
That's
talking
okay.
about Saldia, but okay.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah.
It worked out.
No money's on the line, so
Okay,
it's okay.
okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, so. All right, all right, so then the next one is inspired by a more recent cast answering questions, but they only answer a couple questions. But I'll ask those two of you guys.
Okay.
So, so I think Kira Coveney and Iola Smart were answering these questions. What creature would you not want to encounter?
Oh,
Creature from Wheel of Time, of course.
I already
is the
know.
application.
Wait, this is just
this is opinion.
Opinion. The rest are all opinions.
what creature?
What
Already.
creature? You can interpret that however you want. This is how the question was asked of them. I'm asking exactly. You.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, turn around. Tell me what you got.
Oh, the absolute scariest
They
thing
haunt my
on
nightmares.
TV. Yes.
Those
Yes.
teeth.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, interesting. Both of the ladies picked Trollocs.
Okay.
I first
What's
went
worse?
there, but I still
Yeah.
think fades are
I still
more
think
scary.
so too because
Oh,
they
I'm with you.
control the Trollocs.
You do fades
Exactly.
too? You would say
I-
a fade? Yeah.
Well, over Trolloc, yes.
Yeah.
There's some other things you might not know about that. I might say.
Okay.
Instead.
Foxes and snakes.
Oh yeah.
No, that wasn't my answer. But anyway, okay. So next, let's not go into spoiler territory. All right. If you were a dark friend, who would be the better boss, Lanfear or Moghedien?
Oh my gosh.
That's not. They weren't asked that. I just came up with that.
Oh, that's a good question.
Who'd be the better boss?
That is a
Not
good
who you
question.
like more, but
And we're gonna tell our reasons.
yes.
Okay.
You have to justify
At least
your
one
answer.
reason.
Okay, so flip around and one of you go first.
Yes, same.
I think it's obvious,
Okay.
right?
Well, I just don't want to get my food spit into or my underwear played with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying maybe you can trust her a little bit more? Actually, she seems a little more
mean,
sensible.
She seems a little bit less psycho.
Right. Still psycho, but
Psycho in a
not-
different way.
You think that you have a better chance of surviving with Lanfear your boss than Moghedien?
Just feel more comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not major space as much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know.
Respect
I don't
her.
want to be anywhere near
You
Moggy.
think more
No.
HR complaints with
Yeah.
Moggy?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right, moving on. All right, this was also one of the questions asked the actresses. If you could live any place that you've seen so far in where would it be?
Oh. I have a feeling we're going to say the
Oh.
same thing.
Where would you
No.
live?
Well-
live. This is
Oh.
where you would set up home and,
Set up home,
I mean, whatever.
whatever. I'm just
But,
going to
but live, stay, not just visit.
I'm sticking to my answer.
Okay.
Even though it might be problematic.
Okay.
Well, all right, flip them around. What you got?
Okay, I'd like to go party in Tanchico, but I want to live in the comfort of the beautiful.
But like,
Yeah.
what if
Two rivers.
Tanchico is like Las Vegas? You know, there's like the strip, and then there's the like nice, you know, suburban,
Right.
happy.
But have you seen indications of that?
I mean, it could be like just like this is Tanchico, like over here is like where you raise your family.
So suburbs of Tanchico, you think would probably be cool because then you could go down and stay in the hills of
I wrote it
Tanchico.
really fast.
I see what you're saying. I don't
there's the
think
whole
so
child
though.
bride thing that makes it look
that's true.
Oh.
Well, I mean, so the follow-up question.
Can we edit that out?
We'll see, because the follow-up question was similarly, if you could visit but
Okay.
don't have to live in any place in real time, where would that be? Was
Well,
my
I didn't
follow-up
know there
question.
was going to be a second
Well, just
question.
visit.
Well, you gotta pick someplace
Just
else now.
visit. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just you get to go for 2-3 days, a week, whatever. But like you'd like to go there and
That's what it is.
okay.
Okay, so visit.
There's a
Where would I want to
Clarification
visit?
question as well.
Visit.
Okay.
I wasn't.
Visit,
No.
but not live.
Yeah, visit but not live.
Oh,
Let's say a week.
a week.
I mean, it's arbitrary. You can make it less or more. Come on, let's go.
Oh.
You don't have to have the correct name if you just want to put an area.
Okay.
You could say,
Okay.
yeah.
Get
Thought of
Jeopardy.
way better answers than the other one,
No
by
one's
the way.
gonna
Like,
judge
like
you.
every
Yeah,
single
This is
place.
the nicest people. They won't.
Okay, so flip your vacation spots around.
Oh, shut up.
Meet up.
Okay.
yeah,
Let's do
exactly.
it. Yes. Oh
Check,
my gosh.
find some good restaurants. Check
Oh
Michelin guide.
yeah. It's beautiful there
I mean,
from
the
what I
ends
see.
look nice, right?
Yes, they do.
They do. They have
Oh my
fun.
gosh.
But you only want to
maybe
visit, though. You don't want to live there and get involved with
Right,
power
the politics. Yeah, exactly.
I'll get sucked into that. They'll find out I can channel. It's just it wouldn't
Oh,
be
yeah.
it wouldn't be comfortable.
I mean, unless you were
In the
nice and
tower,
high,
yeah.
Their quarters are pretty nice. I mean, the tower's cool.
I want to be like the sea people. I don't want to. I don't.
Yeah.
I want to be free.
Same.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. So, hopefully you'll remember this. I didn't give you any advance notice, but I think you probably have some idea. What is your favorite dark timeline goth look? You know, that brief scene we saw in Moraine's, the future she saw. You know what I'm talking about, right? They're all in
Like
glass.
who?
All our
Like
heroes
who's
are-
our favorite look,
who,
right?
Yeah, who's your favorite look? Not who's your favorite character, but what look did you like the best? I don't even know. Doesn't even mean
I
for
know.
yourself
I know my
necessarily, but
answer.
just was the most interesting or creative or whatever.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't remember exactly the specifics of everybody, but I remember this one standing out.
Okay, well that's
I wonder
that's all I would ask.
Oh,
Okay, flip around.
Yeah. No, she looked awesome.
she looked so
yeah.
good. She really
Yeah.
pulled that off.
Elaine's was a little too like cutesy, and then
Not so
Egwene's was a
believable.
little. I don't know. I didn't like the shorts. She didn't
Yeah.
like shorts. Yeah.
The boys
Okay.
just scared me.
Sorry, I didn't need to badmouth.
I
the
thought
other
maybe with
outfits.
you like ran with the guideline.
I know. Yeah,
I
but
don't remember the boys' outfits as much.
Okay, that's
No,
great.
no, she
That's
really
interesting
stood
that you
out.
guys,
Yeah.
that's you can put that on the
both
screen behind me. Doing
Yes,
their thing. We want to see whether they agree or not.
Absolutely.
We want to know what the viewers
yeah,
think.
definitely.
Okay, so all right. So I asked you this last time I quizzed you.
Oh.
But that was before season 3 started. We did that like just a couple days before season 3 started.
That's
so,
right, we did.
So based on season 3 thus far, which character has your opinion or appreciation of increased the most? So last time it was based on your rewatches, but this time in season 3, which character has your opinion or appreciation of increased the most?
You ready?
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, flip around.
Well, yeah.
Duh.
I literally said I now understand the
Yeah.
significance of Rand.
Now we get it.
In my review.
No.
Okay.
So yes.
Yeah.
He's
Same. Yeah. I mean, like before, we were like, "What's the big deal with Rand?"
a very underwhelming
Yeah,
character.
totally.
Even though he's supposed to be the Dragon Reborn, but
Yeah.
then he has
Yeah.
this breakthrough episode and
Okay, but is besides the appreciation of his importance to the story, is there anything more to the increased appreciation? His performance, do you feel for the character more? Are you
I
attached
feel
to the
really
character
sorry
more?
for him more. I have more sympathy for him, and I actually really care. Okay, not that I didn't care about him, but I'm worried for him. You know, you just have more concern, more deep concern.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when a character's kind of bland, you're like, I could take it or leave it. But I'm like, don't, no. I know where this is going. I think he's supposed to go mad, and I don't want him to.
Yeah, and they've given him some little capsule conversations that we really liked, like telling Lan about the flame and the void. You know, that's like wise beyond what we would think Rand was capable of. And then also him telling Moraine, like, don't submit. Like, that seemed, though we don't fully understand it, important and seemed profound, again, beyond what we thought he was capable of.
Yes.
So, yeah.
He just seems like a real person now.
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. All right, so we're coming down to the end here. So, also inspired by the last quiz, I asked last time what character you were most like, but when I first asked, I actually rewatched the video. Tori initially seemed more excited to answer who she would like to be like, who she wanted to be like, not who she actually is. She was disappointed that she had to say who she was. So, who would you most want to be like, or more like at least?
Oh.
Wait, I said I wanted to be like Elaine, right?
I didn't ask this question last time exactly, but you did say your appreciation of Elaine increased the most, so you liked Elaine a lot more.
What's the question again?
All right, who would you most want to be like? It can be the same thing, but who would you most want to be like through thus far, of all the characters? Any character, male or female.
I don't even remember what I said the first time in the other phrasing.
Who you were most like, you said.
Okay.
You said Moraine.
Oh.
And you said Nynaeve.
Yeah.
As to who you were actually like. But who would
Just
you
someone I
want
want
to
be more like?
More like, yeah. Yeah, more like.
Who do I wish I was like?
Who you wish you're like, however you...
Okay.
Whatever phrasing works for you.
By the way, there's a lot of cool people.
Yeah.
And I just
that's
went
not
with
This
like
is
instinct.
really hard,
I
but-
just like
Yeah.
went with
I did
instinct.
the
Like
same
don't
thing.
overthink it
Yeah.
when you read it.
I mean, that would be my perspective. It would be hard to choose. I think. There's
Yeah.
lots of
It was
cool
hard. That's why I
people.
just went with like my gut.
I
All right,
kind of
well,
did the same
Let's see
thing.
what you got.
Oh
Oh my god!
Oh wow!
What is happening? Yeah. Wow. Why?
Yeah, that's weird. I just thought, well, I mean, like go beyond the surface, okay? It doesn't have to do with the whole two warder thing.
Yeah, that had zero
No.
to do with this answer.
But just like she's wise, you know, like she like had the idea to go to Two Rivers.
She's
and
brave as hell.
She's brave as hell. Yes, and just I don't know, and then just
Self-confidence.
yes,
Yes.
like her humor, just
Yeah.
it's like her. Yeah, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
really-
I wouldn't have expected either of you to pick her, and that's
Interesting.
I feel like people are gonna think we faked it.
I swear to God, no, this is
No.
not.
Okay,
No.
we didn't even
They-
know
they
that.
had they had no inkling the
We're
question was
not
coming.
that good of an actress.
That's really cool.
All right. So, second to last question. Who has been the biggest surprise of season 3 for you so far? No, sorry, not who. What?
What?
Not who.
Oh.
Lots of what has been the biggest surprise of season 3 for you so far? Like an event, a scene. It can be a whole plot line, or it can just be a specific scene or moment. Like what? Which were you
Started
most
with
surprised
who,
by?
and I just turned that same who into a what.
Okay, fair enough. No rules here.
Okay.
Those are out the window.
I might not have this correct.
I mean, it's correct to you. There's no right or wrong answer.
Well, this is not what they said, but
Okay, well, then.
okay.
Okay, and flip bomb. Okay, so Tori first. I mean,
Okay, Leanne said she wanted to be a Forsaken, but she said chosen?
Since
Is that the same thing?
It's the
the
same
same
thing.
thing.
Okay, I just want to make
based on your
sure.
point of view.
But yeah, so one of our commenters said like, oh, it's interesting that you say chosen and I say forsaken, or at least in that moment.
Yeah.
And I was thinking it's like a matter of perspective, right? Like kind of like saying the Isle Waste versus the Threefold Land. Like it's who says it depends on how you view that role, right? Forsaken seems like bad.
Right.
Chosen is like, I'm special.
Right.
So yeah.
I think because it's in like my most recent memory, because that was the most recent episode.
Yeah.
But I think you and I, after a review or something, even said, "Wow, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her end game." We said it in the review.
Yes.
That
And since when?
since when?
Also, she would probably say chosen, right? But she said forsaken in the show. She's like, I'm going to be a forsaken.
Wow, I thought she said
But
chosen.
maybe it's because she's very like down on herself.
I just think
She's
sun is
embracing the
dead.
title.
She's like, I deserve.
Yeah.
Like this is
But-
nobody should love me because I'm a bad girl.
Yeah. That just didn't. I liked the twist though. I really liked it, but
without giving
didn't see it.
anything away, it wasn't my biggest surprise, but I was surprised by that. So
Really?
it's not something that I saw coming.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. So that was
I
interesting.
think, but that's just because it's the most recent thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. It's hard to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you guys on the spot, so
Yeah.
I'm sure if you had time to think about it. So
I just put Moggy because I didn't know when we met her. Like, I knew she was scary. That's what the impression that I got. I remember Lanfear was scared of her, and I thought, oh, she'll be interesting. I did not expect to, every time she comes on the screen, to be like, what is wrong with you? Like, literally every time. I'm like,
So-
what is wrong with you?
When you said who has surprised you the most, I was going to put Moggy.
Yeah.
And then you said what? So we would have had the same answer
Yeah.
again.
So funny.
Yeah, just didn't know she was going to be so creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy is not even the right word for
No.
it. Just
She's psycho.
well, yeah, weird.
out of her mind.
She kind of reminds me, like,
Creepy.
Yeah.
I wonder if one of the things I'm drawn to is, like, she's kind of like the fantasy of, like, a customer service employee who's, like, disgruntled.
Yes.
You know, like, I've worked in customer service. I would never do the things that she does, but I
Yeah.
could, like, imagine, like
Spitting in the food.
wanting to do that to a really mean customer, and she, like, does that for me so I don't have to.
That's
Or-
exactly right. Yes.
Yeah.
Or being a housekeeper for a really bad boss and tearing up
Yes.
their
Yes.
underwear or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go.
Okay.
I get it.
All right.
Yeah.
So the last one, just to be clear, the last one I did give you a heads up of a couple hours, just because I wanted to make sure you had an answer. So this is the only one that you guys had a little bit of advance notice. I was going to ask you something like this. So last question, please give me a wow hot take. And I told you guys by hot take I mean opinion you have that you don't think is widely held, whether it's about a person, a thing, place,
Okay.
plot point, etc. So something that you haven't maybe expressed before, but maybe you have. So wow, write it down.
Write it down?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can write down a summary of it. You can expand upon it, but write down a keyword so that. Okay. You can,
Oh no.
well, I mean, yeah, this is time to fess up if you really like. I gave them, like, to make sure that we're all on the same page, I gave them examples. I'm like, Mogedian's boring, or Matt's the hottest of the Three River Boys, or whatever. Things I didn't think that they would think, were true. That if they held that opinion, that would be an example of a hot take. So, all right. Tell me when you're ready. Okay. 3. Well, okay. We're ticking here. Let's get the Jeopardy theme song playing.
I'm sorry.
So insert the Jeopardy theme song when you edit.
I'm
this
sorry.
together.
Okay.
I didn't
well-
know we were gonna have to, like, summarize it into the board.
Well,
I thought we were
it's
just gonna,
really
like,
you can explain it,
Yeah,
expand
yeah.
upon
I
it.
get
Just have a keyword or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
It's
it's okay.
All right. Let's do it one at a time.
Well, yeah.
So you can. You
Talk at the
first.
same time.
Mine's controversial.
Let's flip it around.
Oh, okay.
I think it is.
Let's create some
Okay.
controversy here. Okay, go ahead. Moraine and Rand will survive. Okay.
Aw,
Okay.
no, I thought I just
Just-
hope.
Do I go
it's
explain?
true.
Yeah,
I mean
sure.
first?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
So, I've actually had this theory since we saw the Ruidian episode, but I kind of avoid talking about this other topic because Tori hasn't seen all the Marvel movies, and so I don't want to spoil them in case she ever does one day see them. But
Right. Go ahead.
okay, but I'm going to, and I'm going to try to, like, in the slim chance that one day she sees them, I'll try to speak like an Aes Sedai and not ruin it. But okay, so you know how she sees like 1,000 turnings of the wheel? You guys remember in that that Avengers Endgame where Doctor Strange is like sitting and he sees all the variations, right? And then there's one in which there's like something that's
A good outcome.
a good outcome. I feel like Maureen saw a lot, right? She was really exhausted, dehydrated. It was a lot. And so I think she's just like blocking out that one in the million and that it has this outcome.
Or maybe if she's not blocking out, she doesn't want to get her hopes up. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a 1 in a billion chance, so she's not really voicing it as a...
Right, because most of them by far are like the outcome in which one of them dies. So maybe, yeah, she doesn't want to give, all the people hope either, herself or all the people, because it's, yeah.
Interesting.
And, and just to supplement this more with some evidence, we know that Robert Jordan, that's his name? Robert Jordan, the author, he is influenced by the pop culture of his time, right? You have told me that he was influenced by, no, the Game of Thrones guy is influenced by him, right? So like he's a part of like, well, like didn't all this Marvel stuff happen like during that century as well, in which these books were written?
Comics, sure.
The comics
have been around for
the comics
before
did.
all this, yeah.
So I don't know much about the comics, but like the whole, you know, multiverse, different versions, that could have been in his mind and like the one option, like whole thing. I don't know. I'm just saying it's possible.
I like it.
Yeah, that it was like, oh, I could do this.
Well,
Oh, I like that.
well, but that's a hot take we can all get behind.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
Not mine. I'm so scared.
All right, well, I'm glad we ended with this. Let's go out on a big
This is
Dang.
a personal opinion.
personal opinion. She does not.
Matt is still underwhelming and bland to me.
Oh, wow.
You guys, I'm trying. I'm really trying to understand the big deal with him. Besides the horn blowing, okay.
All right, well,
I don't know if I can even show my face anymore. You know, maybe it is, and you guys know me well personally, I'm still holding on to the first Matt.
it's very hard for her to let go of.
Yes.
Once she has an idea, it's hard for her to let go of.
I swear I'm not comparing the two actors, and I think the actor is great. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm still waiting for the big deal with Matt. Okay, because you guys are very helpful, and you'll say, oh, you know, he's lucky, and like I think he's supposed to be like the funny one, or I mean, they're all funny, but like I feel like he's the lighter one, the comic relief, and I'm just still, when he comes on, I think he's so cute and endearing, but I don't think he's that big of a deal. I said it, okay? I got it out. It's been festering inside me.
We're just like silent.
I know you have nothing to say. That says it all. I'm just waiting for my.
Besides the horn, he hasn't had big deal plot-wise, but I'm
I
surprised you
know.
don't find him charming. And also,
I don't. Yeah, not. I mean, he is. I think he's like. I think not in the same way, but the other one's not coming back, Tori. The other actor's
Yeah.
not coming back. It's never going to happen. I realize that, and they.
Okay, well,
I don't think it's the actor's fault. I'm just saying the content. You just said like the blow the horn thing. I totally get it. But like, okay, yes, I was very impressed when he fought the brothers. But I feel like that could have been a more drawn out scene. I don't know. It could have had a little more building up to it because I said, oh, I'm so proud of you, Matt. But then that's it. But it doesn't make me. I don't think about him later on in the night like I thought about Rand. Always thinking about Perrin, you know. And you know, I feel like that's of the five. Made the Two Rivers people. I care.
Interesting hill to die on.
I'm gonna get so much.
She's erasing it.
It's okay. Hey, you could be known as the person in the fandom that's.
I'm not. I'm gonna be uninvited to WalkCon.
No,
Is that what's gonna happen?
no. I'm sure people will. No, people respect different opinions, and you just have different. No,
He just doesn't stand out.
Just kidding you, right?
No.
If it doesn't stand out, it doesn't stand out to
He
you.
doesn't stand out
So
to
to
me.
some segment of the viewers, the non-book reading viewers, right? You all can go. You're going to go on what you see on the screen. He's not doing it for you yet.
It took a while for Rand to stand out for me.
And
so
I think the book readers, to your defense, will say it's the fault of the show. And
But
not
I
the
feel like
fault
I'm the
of-
only one that feels this way.
The only thing that undercuts that is why did season 1 Matt stand out so much? Because, like,
What is wrong with me?
Yeah, he didn't get to do anything
not
cool
against him. I
in season
actually
1. Like cool, like
that actor
because
too,
he was
but-
mostly like cursed and stuff.
Something
in
was
season
really
1.
compelling, even when I saw him
Yeah.
in the inn for the very first
Yeah.
time. The
But-
way he.
But she was okay with the new Ingtar.
Absolutely, it was.
So it's really not just like
everybody.
an actor change that does this, you know? Yeah.
If I could figure it out, I'd let you know. But I'm just still. I feel like I'm playing along with the whole like big deal of Matt. But I know he's a big deal, but I don't see it yet.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't think of it as the character a big deal, just whether you
You don't connect with him.
connect. Yeah, you just don't connect with him, right?
Yes,
Right.
that's a good way of putting it. Thank you. Maybe that'll save me a little bit. He's not. I don't hate him. I don't think he's like the worst character.
Well, on that note,
So glad we played this game. It's fine.
Hey.
It's fine.
it's okay.
Get out.
We could do some future videos exploring why you don't.
I don't ever want to talk about it again.
Okay. Well,
we
I'll let
can
you
go
wrap it up.
we can go hide out in Tanchico
Yeah. Okay.
with our controversial answers.
Oh my god.
With what
You
she's-
don't have
and
any
I
controversial
almost
answers.
wore
Well,
a
living in-
veil and
I wanna
deep
live in
V
Tanchico.
to like, as an homage to Matt, but well.
No Matt hate, just not a lot of love. for
Okay,
Matt.
but that's fair enough, right?
Neutral,
So
neutral
for-
feelings.
Neutral,
Yeah.
very neutral. I just think of those 5 Two Rivers people, and that's the one that I'm like, he's all right.
Okay.
All right, with that, we'll wrap it up. All right, everybody, let us know what your answers would be. Comment below. I hope you still like me, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
I don't know her.